have now tuned into Insight Sundays, the show that brings you relevant news, youth topics with a new mission and focus for our communities. Here is your host, Adrian Mickens.
What's going on, Indianapolis? And welcome to another edition of Insight Sundays right here on AM 1310, The Light. As always, we have to give a shout out to all of our sponsors, which are Andrew J. Brown Academy, Buttons and Bows Hair Salon, Bethesda Temple Southeast Campus, New Vision Lighthouse Ministries, Hair Artistry Indie, Inner Beauty Program Incorporated, New Breed of Youth, Lighthouse Academy Charter School South and East, Sam Ash Music Store, Beach Grove Bible Church, Andre Speed and Company presents the First Glimpse event, and DP DeMarco Plays presents He Beats Me Because He Loves Me stage play. And right before we get into all the other good stuff, I want to let you guys know that you can catch all of our sponsors and all of their information going on right now live on our Facebook page. Once again, that is Facebook at Insight Sundays. Again, that is Facebook at Insight Sundays. You can catch all of our sponsorship information as well as YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all at the title name of Insight Sundays. So we actually have one of our sponsors in the house today, and that is, well, all of them for that matter, with DP DeMarco Plays and his stage play coming up called He Beats Me Because He Loves Me. We have the director and a couple of the cast members in the house today and also on the phone. Are we there? I believe the first one we got is Tina. Tina, are you there? All right. And next, we'll get her back on the line. Do we have Carmen? Carmen there?
Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now, Miss Carmen. Yep, I hear you loud and clear.
Hey.
Hear you loud and clear. All right.
Okay, good.
So we got Precious and Carmen on the line right now. We're going to get back to the director. Hopefully we get her back on the line. If she calls back again, that is 239-1310. 239-1310. I think we may have her. Do we have her, Antoine? Yep, I believe we do have her. Tina, are you there, Tina?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So we got Tina, Precious, and Carmen. Precious is actually in studio with me right now. So in Facebook land, you can see Precious right now live on Facebook on Insight Sundays. So let's just get right into the mix of everything. We got the play that's called He Beats Me Because He Loves Me. The title alone just stands out like a red flag. It just stands out. So I'm going to start with Miss Tina because she's actually the director of the play, I was told. So how did you get involved with DP and the production of the play and everything, Miss Tina?
Well, I got involved with Antoine DeMarco with DeMarco Plays about 10 years ago. And I was part of the cast with his stage play production of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And I've been on board ever since.
Awesome. And let's start right here in studio with Miss Precious. How did you get involved with the play and wanting to do the stage play?
I'm new to DeMarco.
Okay.
My cousin, he's been in a couple of productions with him. So I'm like, I want to do that. I'm actually with Helen Wells Agency, so
all right.
I'm trying to get, my little acting on the ground here.
All
so
right, that's all right.
I went in audition, and I'm here.
All right. And Miss Carmen, how did you get into it with DP DeMarco Plays with the stage play?
I got connected to Antoine actually in April of this year. I did Philadelphia. And since then, we've been going. So I'm looking to do more than this play, and there's many more to do with them.
All right. And Miss Tina, too, as well. How was it, actually, putting the stage play and stuff together as a director and working with a lot of the new talent, and maybe you guys had some reoccurring talent, too, as well? Because, again, this stage play, this kind of hits home to a lot of specifically women, who go through a lot with men. So how was that help putting that together?
Well, what happens is that when Antoine had the auditions, all the cast members that wanted to be a part of the production auditioned, and the board chose the members, and then they were brought to me for direction and coaching and guidance through the play. Now, this cast is very, very, very much on fire.
Ooh,
They've been on fire since the table read.
All right.
And I am so proud of each and every cast member.
Right.
Now, we don't hold nothing back in this production.
Okay.
It does talk about verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. And we're not only aiming for women that go through these things. There are men that also go through this type of abuse.
All right.
And we're going to touch on that.
All right. We definitely going to get to some of that a little bit later on the second half of the show, but I'm glad you touched on some of that already too as well. So I'm going to move down here to my next question, because I want a lot of the young ladies who's listening right now, or maybe even young men for that matter, who aspire to get in theater and acting and different things of that nature. We know that acting or entertainment as a whole is a very, very, very tough circuit to get into and make it mainstream, and it takes years to get to the plateau, whatever that person's heart's desire of the plateau that they want to get to. So I'm going to start here with Precious. What came across your heart and your mind, or a desire to make you want to become a actress?
I've been an actress all my life.
All right now.
But I'm nervous sometimes, but I've always said this is what I want to do, and I said it. I just stepped out there and did it. I have a great personality,
Okay.
And I don't hold nothing back. And so I just keep pushing forward.
Did you also kind of get involved with people who was related to the field that you were, and it kind of inspired you? Like, what's some of your inspiration of, actresses that you look to, or maybe even locally, who helped coach you in a couple of different ways?
Yes. Like I said, my cousin, I looked up to him a lot.
Okay.
Because he just go out there and do it. And I'm like, I know I can do it, but, you get a little scared. But when you're around your friends and family, it's kind of easy, instead of being around other people. But a lot of my teachers and people from the church have really inspired me to, just go out there and do your dreams. You got it. Just do it.
Awesome. And Mrs. Carmen, how did you get into or had a passion to be it in theater and acting and different things like that you can be a blessing to somebody else and give some words?
Yes, my story is a little different. I never was interested in theater, acting, or anything my entire childhood and my adulthood up until last year. There was a stage play that came out. It was called Maggie. Everyone in the city was that was the hype of the city last year, and it was produced and directed by Eric Washington.
Okay.
Eric started off with a song that led into someone telling him, you need to bring this to life, and he started doing videos, putting them on Facebook. The hype was like outrageous about it throughout the city last year, and I seen it. I liked it, the movement. It was HIV awareness, and I was like, I'm going to try out for this. I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm always to myself. I'm shy, never really opened up. My family couldn't believe that I was in something so big.
All right.
So I auditioned for the stage play Maggie, and I ended up getting the lead role, Maggie.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I don't know no staging. I don't know anything. I didn't have any guidance or anything, but my family was behind me 100% the whole way. And ever since I did Maggie, we had a sold-out show. I had family coming from 4 or 5 different states to see me because they just didn't know that little Carmen was about this life. So ever since then, I just feel like, well, maybe this is the calling that God had for me, to be able to get on stage and, express myself and my talents and develop myself into that character that I'm playing at any given time. If my goal is to bless somebody, somebody's going through something. Just like when it was Maggie, there was somebody out there that was in a relationship that had AIDS, and it was a girl who was doing everything. She was in nursing school, and next thing you know, she came across a guy who just ruined everything for her. And now doing Dear Diary, he beats me because he loves me. Every time in rehearsal, I'm just putting my mind into Yvonne, and I know people personally who's going through mental, physical, emotional, financial, all those type of abuses, and I'm just putting my heart and soul into it because I want to change somebody's life. I want God to use me and bring Yvonne out to be able to touch somebody that's going to come and see this show.
All right.
I was just kind of thrown in the game. I was just thrown in there, and I'm just taking it. God used me.
Amen. No, that's good stuff. And, out of everything that you said, it was a lot of great highlight points. But one thing that stuck out to me was that you had family support. This is not, acting related, but anybody much like myself, who's in the entertainment industry as a whole, having that family support, that friendship support, genuine people who got your back, ain't waiting for the money, but waiting for you to, have the success that you want to achieve, and they want to help you achieve that too as well, and not for the money. And it's hard to see in the beginning, but that's great that you have that great family support that comes and watch you and do all that good stuff. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, always about 5 minutes here on Insight Sundays. As always, you can catch us on YouTube, once again on Facebook and YouTube, but definitely Facebook right now. We're streaming live on Insight Sundays. You can catch up all our commercials for all of our sponsors, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Insight Sundays. It's your main man, Adrian Mickens, right here on AM 1310, The Light. As always, really quickly, if you want to check out all of our sponsorship information, please go right now to your Facebook page. Once again, to your Facebook page and type in Insight Sundays and catch us live on Facebook. Once again, catch us live on Facebook at Insight Sundays, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, all at the title name of Insight Sundays. All right. As we just got done talking about, we have a stage play here in Indianapolis, Indiana, titled DP DeMarco Plays presents He Beats Me Because He Loves Me. We're going to get to all the great information here in just a second, but I want to make sure, because normally we kind of may run out of time. This event is at the Knights of Columbus. The Knights of Columbus. And it's the
Knights of Columbia.
Knights of Columbia. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hall.
At McGowan Hall. All right. Again, that's Knights of Columbia, McGowan Hall. We're going to get all that information out, the date, the time here a little bit later towards the program, so we can get that to everybody too as well. But I just wanted to give that first half out of where it will be. That's Knights of Columbia in the McGowan Hall. All right. So let's get right back into it. I'm going to start here with our in-studio guest, which is Precious. And your role, I believe, is Isha. All right. So explain us in detail about your role and who you're working with. I don't know if you're part of, maybe you have a boyfriend or a husband in the play. How does that all work out?
Isha is married to a husband. He's kind of nasty to her. He kind of degrades her and there's no physical abuse or anything, but it's verbal abuse.
There's different types. Yes, it is. Yep.
She wants to give him a child, and he's not having it. So he steps outside of the house.
Okay.
And he puts it and throws it in her face and tell her, you got to go.
All right.
So she's trying everything to keep her marriage together. Okay, let's talk about it and things like that. But he's not trying to hear it. He wants what he went and found. So.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because obviously we live in an age where everybody gets put on, Front Street, nowadays. But that is one that is kind of swept up under the rug a little bit, and that is the verbal abuse. You know, just because it's not physical. You can really damage somebody for years that way by psychologically, changing their mentality and the way they think about. Obviously, if they get out of that relationship, the way they think about men going on down the line,
right?
Or just people in general, having a fear factor with just doing different things in their nature. So, that what inspired you when you read different roles? Is that the one that was given to you, or you just kind of took that one?
No, that was the one that was given to me.
Okay.
It hit home for me because I was in the same situation before.
All right.
It kind of took me a minute to really, really get into it, because I vowed to myself I would never go there again. And so for me to play the role, how you get the little flashbacks and stuff, and like Tina said, you're holding back, quit holding back. And I'm trying not to hold back, but I don't want to go there either. But I think I'm doing an awesome job, but as long as we give it to God, He gonna restore it.
Amen. All right, and Mrs. Carmen, your role is Yvonne. Is that correct? Did I say that correct?
Yep, that's right.
All right, so explain us about your role. Are you interacting with anybody? How's it working?
Yeah, so Yvonne is a woman. She's a very sophisticated woman, businesswoman. She's a CEO of a company. However, she's been married to this guy, Idris, for a couple years now. Idris recently lost his job. So at this point, Yvonne is the breadwinner. So Now, as we see in reality, when the man doesn't have that financial stability that they need to have in the household, your pride and your ego and all that is stroked to the point where in this particular play in my role, the only way that Idris finds control is by physical abuse. And I would say that there is some verbal abuse in there as well because he starts to degrade her. However, with the strong mind, business mind, and background that Yvonne has, she comes up with an escape plan. It doesn't go the way she plans, but she eventually gets out. And I would say that by the grace of God, if someone is in this situation and they're able to get out, so thank God if they were able to get out safe, because it always doesn't happen that way.
And excuse me, Mrs. Tina, the director of the play, how I know I asked you earlier about working with the different talent and new talent and stuff like that, but how is it when you're actually in director mode? I was just much listening here to Precious, and how is it to push them and to get them to know that it's okay to share your story? Reality is the truth. How is that working with them on a personal level?
Well, I tell the cast when they come in, there's going to take a little bit of you to bring this character out, which means I may be touching something that is a soft spot, a hard spot that you don't want to go to. But look at it this way. I always told them, bring that character out because there's someone in that audience that's going to be living the life that you're demonstrating. And they're going to want to come out of that, and they can come free of that. And rehearsals were hard. They were very hard. And sometimes we broke down and cried. Sometimes we had to get tough with individuals to pull it out of them. But once they deliver, they're able to show that, hey, I'm ready to deliver this character. Somebody out there can be saved and move from that, because that's what the marketplace is. We want people's lives changed. We want people to be moved by it. We also want people to come on board and be a part of the organization. But in this play here, they can tell you themselves how hard it was. And believe me, they've done a remarkable job.
That's so awesome. That really is awesome. Well, let me ask you this, Miss Tina. If anybody, not obviously with this play, but to start getting involved in the production, if anybody is interested out there, they may feel like they have a gift to be an actor or actress, how would they get in contact with you or DP?
Well, they can get in contact with Tina Harris directly, and I can direct them to DeMarco Plays. Okay. And they're more than able to contact me on my cell phone.
Okay. What is that number if you would like to share, or email?
Okay. Yes, it's Tina Harris at 317-698-4536.
All right. All right.
And I can direct them to Antoine or some other organization where they can get started in acting.
Okay. And for all of our tech people, is that an email address for them out there?
They can also email me. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Harris Tina at 7931 at gmail.com.
All right. Say that one more time for everybody out there. One more time.
Oh, Harris Tina 7931 at gmail.com.
All right. So there you
leave a phone number so I can call you back as well.
Okay. All right. So there you have it, Indianapolis. All the good information. You guys have got a real inside look and a good synopsis about what this play is going to be about. He Beats Me Because He Loves Me stage play. Again, I'm going to let Tina wrap this up and let her give, since she's the director, all the information on where the play is going to be, the dates, the time, all that good information.
Okay, yes. Please come out and support the cast of Dear Diary, He Beat Me Because He Loves Me. And we are at the McCowan Hall of Knights of Columbus. And that is going to be Friday, October the 13th at 7:30. It's going to be Saturday at 2 o'clock and 7:30 p.m. And then Sunday the 15th at 4 p.m.
Gotcha.
If you're interested in purchasing tickets, you can get tickets from any cast member, or you can also go to DeMarcoPlays.com. Again, that's DeMarcoPlays.com, and DeMarco Plays is one word.com.
All right. There you have it, Indianapolis. Make sure you get out there. This actually is this up and coming weekend coming up. October 13th through the 15th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday at 7:30, Saturday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., and Sunday at 4 p.m. As always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching live on Facebook. Next week, we will not have a broadcast, but we will be back that next following following weekend. We have some great, incredible stuff that we're going to be doing for you guys. So we're going to take a Sunday off, and we will be back October 22nd.